Hello and welcome to Plans to Prosper. I am so glad you're here today. Today's the day I am going to be putting my seed in soil. So I am doing it this way. Let me show you. Okay, so what I have, I hope you can hear me, it's very windy. I have some seed starting potting mix. I have it in this container where I'm getting it wet. It needs to be a little wet, not super wet. So I'm finding things like big old twigs that I can't do anything with except make it mulch on top of something. Anywho, so I'm gonna finish getting this wet. I just started the process. Then I'm going to put it into these cells here, and I've already gone through all of my seeds and I've decided what seeds I'm going to plant. I just have to now figure out how much, because as those of you who have been following me, I have 3 plots here that I can put in the seedlings once they come up into. The third one is especially tiny. And as you can see, I have a little contraption there that I use for climbing plants. Like I had sugar snap peas the last time. I've used it also for cucumber once. So anywho, I need to be careful because I don't want to over seed, and I want to make sure I also have room for those seeds that just don't make it. So this is all an experiment. We'll see what happens. In addition to that, move this, I also have worm castings. So what I am doing is I'm following to some degree Mrs. H from Homestead Heart. She has a less expensive way than buying this. This is almost $9 for that little itty bitty bag, y'all. So go watch her channel. She also shows how this one's brand new, okay, but this one is not, and she shows how these are the best way to clean these and sanitize them to prevent any damage from soil borne yuckies, diseases and whatnot. So I did not know that was necessary. So this one has not been cleaned. You can see there's still old dirt in there and everything. But this one's brand new. So I'm gonna be working with this one first. And so that's what we've got planned for today. Okay, so what I've been doing is I've been adding a little water, stirring. I'm trying to get to a point where it's moist. I can squeeze it in my hand and it kind of holds a form, but it's still very fluffy, and that's where I'm at now. So I'm going to stop, because once I put the seed in, of course I'm going to water also, but that looks about right to me. So again, I'm picking up some, squeezing, it's holding its form. Yeah, so I'm pleased with this. It doesn't feel overwatered and it doesn't feel underwatered, so I'm really pleased with that. All right, and the wind picked up just as I turned this on. So I now have filled all the cells. This again is the brand new one, so I don't need to worry about ickies. But I'll be honest, if I need to use the other cell, I may clean it out some, but it won't be sterilized this time. And just hope and pray for the best. I don't know if I'm going to need that one yet. So now it's just a matter of deciding what's going to go in here. But it was really that easy. Take it out the bag, put it in a container, wet it, stir it. All I used was my shovel, my little that's all I used. And then I put it in the cells. So now I'm just gonna use let's see, the end of a pen. This is all just a ballpoint pen, and poke a hole in the soil, boop, and put that seed in there and cover it. That's what I'm gonna do. And then when I'm done with that, I'm gonna cover the hole like so, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna make sure to label so that I don't forget what's where. So that's my plan. That's what I'm doing today. Another thing I'm really proud of is I spent a little bit of time Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday tilling the soil in my garden. So that allowed me the opportunity to pull up old roots, including the weed roots, especially the weed runs. So I got those all pulled up. And I also bought some compost because clearly the compost I'm making isn't going to be ready yet. So I bought some compost, and I'm going to eventually, not today, I don't think I'll do it today. I will eventually add that soil, the compost to the soil, and I work it in. And what I used is something called a claw. I'll show you a picture of it. I've had it so long, I don't even remember where I bought it from, okay? So I'm sorry, I can't give you a link because I literally bought it at a store somewhere a long time ago. So I'll show you that. So yeah, I'm going to have this soil ready to go. By the time these seeds become seedlings and they're ready to be transferred into the ground, this soil is going to be ready. Another project that I have is I'm going to rethink my irrigation system. Currently it's a drip system. And it's the kind of drip system where the hole is, that's where it's dripping. Drip system. And that works if that's where the plant is. And I saw something else on a TV show just yesterday and got me really excited. So I'm going to, at some point, that'll be another video. I'm going to work on the irrigation because I'll have time to do that before the seedlings are ready to go in the ground. I am very likely going to try to do the irrigation before I put the compost in. That makes more sense to me in my brain. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. It'll give more full coverage water to a wider area. And I really think that part of the challenge I had is that, yes, I had an automated way of watering. It just wasn't enough water is what I think. So I'm trying to solve that. In addition to that, where I have the sweet potatoes growing in pots, I'm going to have irrigation lines going to that, drip system lines going to that, so I can automate those pots as like all the other ones already are. So again, that'll be a video for another time, but I just want to encourage every single one of you out there to put some seed in the dirt. Do it soon. There's a lot I'm learning. I told you last video about the almanac and the farmer's almanac and, being online and finding out your frost date, and all that. Also, another thing you should learn is what is your grow zone. That's something you can look up on the internet. Just type in grow zone by zip code. And then you punch in your zip code and it will tell you what grow zone you're in. I am in 9B. That is my grow zone. So based on your grow zone and knowing your first frost date and your last frost date, that will really give you a lot of information on when you should put seed in the ground and when you should be doing other things. So I'm learning as I go, and I'm so glad you're along for the journey. And until I see you again, may you be slathered in shalom.